does a child have to be in a hospital? I don't know. We have a daughter who's a pediatric oncology nurse practitioner in Atlanta. She's spoken at too many funerals. And nurses tend to get closer to the families than doctors usually. And she's worked with a lot of kids that did well. But unfortunately, she's lost children. And I've been there. And I remember one day I was in the hospital, and there was a code came over the alarm thing. Code so-and-so, room so-and-so. And I said, Amy, what's that code? She said, Dad, you don't want to know. And she left it at that. And so, I don't know. We truly believe in Jesus Christ. I think, I want to see Matt Campbell before you get out of here tonight. We think he's got some things going on, and we'll see. Billy Woods made a comment tonight that, you know, there's a revival going on. There's some crazy things going on in our country. I'm not going to get political, but there's some crazy things going on in a good one. I mean, 1122, a church in Jacksonville, baptized 1,614 people in the ocean in one time. That's nuts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some things going on here. God, there's a lot of prayers for our country. My wife and I say them every morning. And I don't know. We'll see what the Lord's up to, but I don't think he's done. So we'll see how it goes. But if you want to fill out an envelope, if you want to partner with us, there's a lot of people in this room that are Vision Partners, which started in this room in 2016, where you donate $10 a month, and it helps us if we have needs for salaries or things like that. Now, right now we don't. My wife, you know, she does not get paid, and we don't take anything. So right now there's no outgo as far as having people hired, because we don't have it. But if we have to do things like, if we have to, whatever, we do use some of the expenses, you know, for things we may have to do individually or whatever. But that money now goes to our families. The crazy thing is, and I don't understand it. If I did, we probably wouldn't work quite so hard. But just like COVID, Gerald Earl's asked me about this too. It's like we did, before COVID, we did 9 events a year. So 3 years of COVID, 27 events were scheduled. We did 5. Our golf tournaments could keep going on, although one was canceled in Indiana. None in Jacksonville, because it was weird how it worked. We did a golf tournament the week before COVID started, because I was working the Players Championship when it shut down during COVID in 2020. Here's the bottom line. We had $40,000. We canceled 22 events out of 27. Think about this. And I'm not playing games here. You know, we had 40,000. We're not that big of an organization. We had $40,000 more in our checkbook December 31st, 2022. than we did January 1st, 2020. If you can figure that out, you let me know. Because we canceled 22 events and we had $40,000 more money. I don't understand it. I'm not questioning it. People write, Larry the cable guy sent us $10,000. We live in Hartford, Kentucky. 3,000 people in Hartford, Kentucky. Larry the cable guy comes out and does a concert. We said this last year. And he wrote us $10,000. Now, whatever. Now, he gave $5 million to Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital. We didn't quite get that good. But he gave us $10,000, and that's pretty daggone good. So anyway, if you want to help us, we don't take anything, and we, you know, whatever. It's all good. Just make sure we get the envelopes. The other thing, make sure of is that you fill out that bid sheet. And bid on some of those 60 items that's on your table. You can give the bid sheets. If you leave them on the table, we'll probably find them, but that's not ideal. Either give them to me or give them to the registration table. All right. Let me see what else we got. On your program, on the second inside page, it tells the story of the Starfish story, but also it tells what we did last year. We did $103,925.60. That's the amount of money we sent out to families last year. That's probably close to our high. I think we've done 104, but that's right at our high. We did 232 families. If you look on this sheet, which is, oops, I'm losing stuff. If you look on this sheet here, which is 2023 in review, you'll see in Gainesville, We did 32 families. Thank you. 32 families for $14,345.87. That's the support we provided in Gainesville. We did about, we did 5,800 gifts at Christmas to 711 children in five children's hospitals in Florida and Indiana. So I'll leave that down a little much further. I will say this, and I get myself in trouble, but dadgummit, it's the way it is. Jesus Christ is why we do what we do.
Amen.
It's it. And if you won't let Jesus Christ in your hospital on Christmas Day, we ain't going to be there. Now I'll leave it at that. But come on. If you will not let our brochure be put in the Christmas bag because it's got Jesus Christ's name on the cover, then we're not going to be there at Christmas. That's just the way it is. We'll still help the families, but dadgummit, I mean, we're not going to compromise who we are. We're not the Starfish Foundation. We're the Christ Starfish Foundation. And we're not going to compromise that. Whatever that means. If we cease to exist because of our stance, so be it. But God's at work. And those numbers between 2020 and 2022 don't make any sense. But we're going to continue to do what Jesus Christ has called us to do. And whatever he does, I'm okay with. If he shuts this down tomorrow, whatever. You know, our focus is to do our dead level best to be obedient to his call and try to stay in the back seat of the car. You know, we don't want him as a co-pilot. We want him as a pilot. And sometimes I think he laughs at me, you know, saying, you know, would you like, this is God speaking now, and I believe he does speak to you. It's like, Leahy, would you like me to start driving the car again, or you just want to take it wherever you want to take it? And I screw up so much. And every now and then he brings me back to my senses and says, listen, just get in the back seat. I'm going to take you. Promise he made me, when this thing started, he said, I'm going to take you places you never dreamed of going, meet people you never dreamed of meeting, and have experiences you never dreamed of having. When I took a walk on January 6, 2007, waiting for results from Mayo Clinic when I had stomach cancer, that's what he said. I had no clue what he meant. We had no foundation. We didn't know what we were doing. We incorporated March 21st. I read the article January 26th, 2007, took the walk January 6th. Whatever. I was trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted a positive report from Mayo Clinic. Whatever. You know, everything else kind of was secondary. But that's how it all started. And here we are today. You know, and where will we be tomorrow? I don't have a clue. I really don't. But when the phone rings, when Glenn calls, we'll answer. And as long as we got $1 in the bank, you know, we'll help. And today, 17, 18 years into this thing, we've always had $1. We've turned nobody down because we didn't have the money to help them. Whatever. So we'll keep doing what we're doing. My wife, we had a call because they want us to do an event maybe in Statesboro, Georgia. Becky's really excited about that. She would love to do nothing else to do another one of these events. She told me, we ain't doing it. She's kind of at her limit right now, but she'll get it. All right. Whatever. All right. It would be nice if we had 5 people that bid on everything. Now, Chris has done this before, but we got more winners than Dill's got pickles. Now, I better shut up because this is going to take a while. I can read all these names out. Basically, everybody in the room wants something. It's kind of that way. The Alcott family, these are the winners. So if your name's called, you won something. The Alcott family, Jay Bowman, Claudia Bowman, Margaret Brooks, Patty Conrad, Carrie Crawford, Robbie Erber, Gerald Erber, Dorothy, E-T-I-E-N-N-E. You got it. Jane Goodrich, Jenny Hagan, Patty McGurdy, Debbie Orr. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, thank you for all our volunteers. My sister kicks butt, takes names. We can't do this. We work our rear ends off, but we can't. There's so many volunteers. I haven't mentioned their names. We just appreciate all the help. Robert Poling, Tim Renew, excuse me, Kevin Rizzo, Gwen Robinson, Earl Schwartz, Bert Sheffield, Chris Spears, surprise you, Sherry Soddles, Parnell Townley, Parnell, I met him right, Jeff Wilcox, Maureen Wilcox, and Dolores Young. Those are the winners. If your name was called, we need your money. but you get something for it, you know what I'm saying? So, if you put my envelope, you still get something for it. You just might be in the next slide. Anyway, it's all good. All right, young lady, where's Calvin? All right, me and you, girl, what do you think?